Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and today I am here with a brand new video. Welcome to Brunette Bibliophile, where I post bookish videos and writing content. Today we are here with a writing update. So the last writing update I gave you guys was in May, and I'm kind of surprised it's been that long because we're already in December. So the last time I talked to you guys about writing, I was working on draft 3 of my Cinderella retelling. And I think that was also what I was doing for Camp NaNoWriMo in July. At least that was my plan. So my goal for Camp Nano had been to, I believe, edit 10,000 words, and that was going to be the last bit of editing that I needed to do on draft 3. But I was also trying to give myself crunch time because I wanted to finish it before I went on vacation. And my vacation was right at the end of July. So I definitely did get my editing done for draft 3, and I have not touched it since. So my fall project that I decided to do was to finally write my Little Mermaid novella. I had actually previously outlined the Little Mermaid story to be a novel, but I kind of had an epiphany somewhere between projects that helped me decide it would be better as a novella. So using my previous outline, I had started writing. I got to maybe 4,000 words, 4,500 words, and then I found that I was only writing on my writing club days, which happen every 2 weeks. And I wasn't writing at any other point throughout my life, only at writing club. At the end of October, I kind of just had a moment where I realized that I wasn't happy not writing. I really wanted to be writing at home, at other points in my life, not just at Writers Club. But I also had a moment realizing that I needed to take a break from my Writers Club for my own mental health and to stop filling every available moment with something to do. So I both took a break from Writers Club, we have been on hiatus, and I also decided I wanted to get a lot of writing done. Two opposite things. We're on complete opposite ends here. So what I did was I went back and I looked at my outline. Keep in mind, I had not really looked at this Little Mermaid outline for a while. My writing of the novella had been very sparse, and I decided that I was going to rewrite the outline, which I did, and I reordered it to be more structured to a novella. I realized that I already had 4,500 words written, and this novella was only going to be about 10,000 words. And I decided that I could get that done all before YALLFest. And I realized this 2 weeks before I was leaving for YALLFest. So I gave myself 2 weeks to completely finish writing this novella. That is 5,500 words. And it's not a lot, but based on how I had been writing previously, it felt like a lot. So I set a goal of 500 words a day. I used a writing tracker where I put my start date and my day I wanted to be done, and it tells me exactly how many words I need to write every day to be done by that end date. And it was only like 300 and something words, but I decided to write 500 a day, and there were actually a couple days where I blew over 500. I finished writing the Little Mermaid novella about 5 days before I wanted to, and it ended up being almost 11,000 words. And I just want to say that I am so proud of myself because I was just suddenly overcome with the urge to write and to get it done, and I did. Now I have 3 drafts of a novel under my belt and a very rough first draft of a novella done. So what are my next steps? I have decided, even though I want to write right now and I really want to work on draft 4 of my book, that I am actually going to wait until after my wedding before I start editing again. Now, I had 2 beta readers this time around, and I'm still waiting for notes from one of them, so it kind of helps me to not want to start because I don't have all my notes yet. But I did go through notes from one person already. Most likely what I'm going to do is go through the notes from the second person and then pause until February. Which sounds like it's really far away, but ultimately it'll be here before I know it. So right now I'm suppressing the urge to write. I am getting my creative outlet done in other ways through filming and editing and reading books right now, because that's all I can do. I'm still trying to finish planning a wedding. And I should be picking up with Writers Club again in February as well. So that's kind of my word vomit spiel on my writing update. Right now there's nothing going on, but I do anticipate doing draft 4 next year in 2023. I'm hoping draft 4 will actually be my final draft, and I do want to write out a synopsis for the book. I also have a tentative working title right now. I'm not going to announce it just yet because I'm not sure if it's going to stay that way. Actually, I have working titles for both the book and the novella. So I think that is everything that I wanted to tell you guys with my writing update. Not too much to talk about, just those 2 big developments. And that is all I have for you all today. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every week, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. And if you really like my content, consider checking out my Patreon, linked in the description below. Thank you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
In the darkness, I don't feel so